Welcome to another HSExtra.com high school football video. My name is Joe Serrera, and I'm joined again this week by Dudley Panthers head coach Stephen Davis. Coach Davis, thank you very much for joining us.
All right, thanks for having me.
Huge game Friday night at Tarpley Stadium, regional final, 3A West. You're facing a Belmont South Point team that's kind of had some ups and downs this season, but they've won twice on the road to get this far. What do you see from the Red Raiders as you prepare for them?
Well, a well-coached team. Those guys, they're going to run the triple option on offense. And, if you know anything about football, from a defensive standpoint, you got to play technique sound football and assignment football.
Yep.
And that's what they bring to the table.
Yep. I mean, you don't face many teams anymore that I'm looking at their season stats. They've run the ball 670 times and they've only thrown the ball 48 times. How hard is it to prepare when you just don't see that kind of football much anymore? I mean, I know a few years back, Southeast Guilford used to be wing T and they were running it a lot, but it's all spreads and throwing the ball all over the lot now. But this is kind of old school football.
You're exactly right. And it's very hard because we don't see a team like that throughout the season. Again, we see the teams that, run more of a conventional offense these days where they run the zone scheme, but we don't see teams running the triple option. So to try to get prepared for that in, less than a week, it's going to be tough.
You've had two common opponents this season, which is maybe a little unusual, Kings Mountain and Eastern Guilford. You played both of them. What did you learn about South Point maybe from watching those two games and against teams that you faced?
Well, we know one thing, we got to stop the fullback and the quarterback. That's going to be the key to the game. If we can, get our hand on them guys and slow them down a little bit and, maybe get some turnovers, but stopping those guys is going to be a challenge for the defense. And again, just got to play assignment football.
Yeah, that's what the triple option is, no doubt. What do you see from them defensively?
Just a great coach team, and those guys go hard. They're going to give you 100% on each play, and that's the thing that makes them run. They ball control, and then they play tough defense.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to their coach a little bit, and he said that their focus is keeping plays in front of them and not giving up the big play. And the big play has been a staple of your team. With some of the outstanding athletes that you've got, some of the playmakers you've got. That seems like it's going to be a very interesting matchup with them trying to contain that. And you guys obviously looking to hit those plays.
You're exactly right, and in order for us to win, we got to get some big plays on those guys, and hopefully we can get them playing from behind, not let them get the lead and just turn up the clock with that run offense they got.
Your Panthers haven't given up more than 10 points in any of your 4 playoff games. What's been the key to your success on that side of the ball in the postseason?
I think just playing as a group, trusting everybody. Everybody's got an assignment to do, and you got to trust that your teammate is going to do his assignment. As soon as you try to do somebody else's assignment, that's when the ball go the other way, and you miss your assignment. And that's going to be even bigger Friday night because this is an assignment type game right here where you got to trust that your teammates are going to do their job. And if we can continue to do that and trust each other and do our assignment, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure. Offensively, obviously, you've been an explosive team, but a lot of drives have bogged down because of penalties, especially last week. I know some of those illegal procedure calls last Friday night were interesting. I'll put it that way. No one on the field seemed to see them except someone who threw a flag. But how do you get that corrected? I mean, obviously, I know that's something you guys are working on, but it seems like if you're able to also string together some drives in addition to the explosive plays, you're going to be that much harder to stop.
I agree with you, and like you say, some of those calls they were suspect. On that side of the field, we got a lot of those calls. When that tackle was on the outside, we didn't get those calls. So just tell them to keep playing hard. Trust what you're doing. We've been doing it all year and never had that many flags on one guy. So just trust what we're doing in practice and carry it on into the game.
Some of your guys got kind of banged up against Statesville. 6 rounds in playoffs is just a physical grind. It's a lot of football. How is your team holding up getting into this game?
Well, we holding up, and again, we did get banged up a little bit, and I just think it was too much, to ask those guys to go 6 rounds, especially coming off playing football in the spring. It's not like we played last year. We just played in the spring, and then asked them guys to turn around and play this many playoffs is a bit much. But to get there, you got to do it. So we're here. We're playing well, and like I said, we give the guys a little break. Gave them a little break yesterday, and we get work today.
What are the keys for your team Friday night? What do you have to do to get to a state championship game the following Friday night?
Again, from a defensive standpoint, play assignment football and not let them get, long drives and long runs. And from an offensive standpoint, let's try to get the lead and make those guys play from behind.
Makes sense. Sounds like a solid game plan. Coach Davis, thank you for your time. Wish your guys nothing but luck Friday night at Tarpley Stadium and hopefully going on the next week to state championship game.
Hey, appreciate it.